My name is Ramon Varcoe. I'm a vascular surgeon from Sydney, Australia, and I'm affiliated with Prince of Wales Hospital and the University of New South Wales. Well, the treatment options for BTK disease do depend somewhat on what geography you come from, and that's because different regulatory agencies have approved different devices around the world. We've been very focused on the United States, where at the moment for primary therapy of BTK disease, we only have angioplasty. There is the TACC device available for the treatment of post-angioplasty dissection, but for primary treatment, we have no drug-eluting stents that are currently approved for BTK treatment. Will you be aware that the LIFE-BTK trial was a large-scale phase 3 global randomized controlled trial? Over 50 sites around the world, it randomized 261 patients in a 2-to-1 fashion, the 2 being to the Esprit bioresorbable scaffold and the 1 being to angioplasty. We treated patients with de novo disease in the proximal 2/3 of the calf, and we're able to treat lesions up to 170 millimeters in length. And we're able to treat up to 2 target lesions, in fact, in the calf. The key findings from the primary efficacy endpoint showed that there was a massive 30% absolute risk difference favoring the Esprit scaffold over angioplasty, which we've not really seen before in this location below the knee. And when we looked further at the subgroups, specifically Rutherford 4 versus 5, we found that that difference was even more pronounced in the Rutherford 4 group compared to 5. But I would urge you to use caution in interpreting that subgroup analysis. To begin with, the study was not powered to look at subgroups specifically. And because the control group became a bit small when you split up into 2 different groups, there was a chance that we've introduced type 1 or even type 2 error into this evaluation. So treat that with an ounce of caution. Well, that position statement brought together a group of global experts in BTK treatments and tried to outline a blueprint or algorithm for treatment, contemporary best management in BTK disease. It was really focused on crossing techniques, imaging techniques, and then ultimately treatment techniques, which prior to LIFE-BTK was all about angioplasty. What we're really hoping for in the wake of LIFE-BTK is that regulatory authorities like the FDA will take away this new level 1 evidence and see fit to approve the device for application below the knee as primary therapy. Because if that were to happen, it would give us a new tool in our armamentarium against BTK disease, which, as we all know, can easily lead to amputation if not treated with prompt revascularization. Well, I think having another tool is going to be a very useful thing. Having an approved stent-like device will be useful in terms of providing mechanical properties that can overcome elastic recoil and flow-limiting dissections. But as we all know with stents, they have limitations. They leave behind a metallic implant, which can be an impediment to future interventions and surgery. If we do have approval for a bioresorbable device, this can give us a stent-like effect without the long-term permanent metallic implant, which will be a real step in the right direction for getting better durability for our BTK interventions. I think we all know that durability with angioplasty has its limitations. Early restenosis is common, and having something that would give us longer length patencies might avoid reinterventions with all the cost and risk to patients, which we know comes with those. Well, LIFE-BTK and my team, including my co-PIs and the whole team of investigators are involved in the study, currently vigorously working on the next spin-off group of analyses that will come from it. So you'll expect over the course of the upcoming summer period and fall conference season in the USA that you'll be seeing a lot of different subgroup analyses come out. You'll be seeing us leverage some of the wound data that was carried out by our core lab, which has taken wound metric evaluations to the next level and can provide us extremely granular data. You'll be seeing evidence around angiosomal revascularization and a variety of other things which will come out incrementally over the next little while. And of course, by around October next year, you'll see the 24-month results of the primary efficacy endpoint of the trial.